Hello, everyone. How are you? And happy Thursday. This video is, oh my gosh, I just messed this up. This video is for my earth signs. So Taurus, Virgo, a Capricorn beauties who are looking for some clear and loving guidance for this beautiful full moon in Libra that's happening this weekend. We just had the craziest astrological week, right? The cosmic event of the year with that Jupiter-Neptune conjunction in Pisces, which was giving you that spiritual upgrade, which was giving you all of the insights that you need in order to move forward. And for you, especially my earth angels, you are ready to be enlightened. So let's get into the cards so that I can give you some clear and loving guidance on how to utilize that energy from the conjunction with the full moon in Libra to manifest your hashtag dream life. All right, so let's fix that because that's just hysterical. All right, that looks better. That looks better. Perfect. Oh, and that's my dessert. Okay, perfect. So the card, I did pull one card for every sign, or I mean for every element, and yours was enlightenment, the forest temple. This, and it's really interesting because if you notice the number is 19. So what I see here is that it's almost like the beginning and the end. And like now you're wanting to know, oh, and it's not the air signs anymore. Let's fix that. It is the earth signs. All right. So everyone knows what we're doing. It's the earth signs. And this one indicates the beginning of a new journey. You have everything that it takes in order to actually make your dreams come true. And then the 9 is the completion. You have succeeded in actually completing a cycle so that 1 + 9 is 10. So again, you are stepping into your own where you really are the master of your fate and you are ready to create your happily ever after. Oh my gosh, this was the sign that you had been waiting for. So let's pull some cards. First, let's go from the Moonology deck. Okay, so you actually got quite a big download, a big spiritual upgrade with this Jupiter-Neptune conjunction. For some of you, it's not necessarily computing how this enlightenment is supposed to apply to your practical, grounded, step-by-step process. But don't worry, I've got you. And of course, sorry, something just flew by the window. The answers you need are coming. And hopefully they'll come in this video. But of course, if you don't, I'm going to channel them for you. But the universe is going to be revealing what steps you need to take very, very soon. Your emotions might be running high because, again, when you've got this much of a powerful download coursing through you, this full moon in Libra really wants you to note that when your emotions are running high, that means that something has to give. You can't just continue to do things the same way that you've been doing them and expecting different results, because now you know that that's wasting your time, and you know now that time is not a luxury that, I don't want to say that you have, because time is a made-up construct, but it's more so you are tired of wasting your time doing things that aren't giving you the results that you want. So something has to give. You need to be able to calm those intense emotions by being like, okay, what's actually triggering me? What actually is preventing me from getting to where I want to go? What's pissing me off? Let's go handle that. Let's go heal that. Let's go remove that practically so that we can receive this enlightenment and have its light literally light the way forward. Oh, I love that. Light the way forward. Step out of your comfort zone, my dear earth angels. We know that you're very grounded and practical and resilient and know how to get things done in the practical universe. But it's time for you to step out of your comfort zone. You've been doing things one way and dreaming only like a big enough, but not necessarily like bigger, because it's worked for you. But now the universe is like, you need to do more. For those, okay, so this may not be for everyone because this is a collective reading, but if you step out of your comfort zone, you could get that new romance that you've been looking for. I'm just saying. Nothing yet is set in stone. So if you haven't messed yourself up or you haven't blocked yourself, if you have still been hesitating to make the necessary changes that you've been wanting to make, it's okay. You just need to step out of your comfort zone. Okay, so with that being said, what self-care activities, everything's, that fell. What self-care activities do you need to do in order to help you step out of your comfort zone, get the answers that you need, calm your emotions, and perhaps attract this new cycle? Wow, a health checkup. So have you been working so hard that you've been burning yourself out? Stress and overworking yourself can really lower your immune system and cause these things in your body to start to manifest, like illness and stuff. So please do yourself a favor and take better care of your body. If you haven't gotten a health checkup, I highly recommend that you do so. Even though we are spiritual beings living in a physical universe, we have to take care of our physical body. We have to. Burning bowl ritual. So this is perfect for the full moon. What is it that you don't like? What is it that you are ready to get rid of? What is it that you are ready to move on from? Write the things that you no longer need in your life and release them under the full moon. That is a great grounding, practical action that you can take in order to get rid of the stuff that you don't need so that you can step out of your comfort zone, right? And also, this is one of the things for like when you can get the answers that you need to explain the physical things that are going on, then it's going to be so much easier to be like, oh yeah, that's right. It's about identifying for you. That's what I'm getting really strongly. You need to identify what is not working for you and let that go, right? Burn it, get rid of it. You don't need it anymore. Now, here's what's fascinating. I'm using the Starseed Oracle deck for those high messages. And what do my earth angels need to embrace and need to do in order to maximize their enlightenment? That's what they're saying. Maximize their enlightenment. I think that you really need to step up and start doing things that are aligned with your soul's purpose. What's happened so often in the past is the fact that you have been doing things the tried and true way, but this has been really about not living by someone else's soul purpose, but by your own. You've been doing so many things by the book, but by whose book? You now are ready to step into this new life where you're going by your rules, what aligns with your morals and values, and what's really important for you and your soul to feel fulfilled. This is the key to everything. The old way works, and I can hear and feel your stubbornness being like, yeah, but what I've been doing has been working so far. Why should I change it? And this is saying that it's time to step it up. It's time to step it up a notch. It's time to walk through the portal to where even greater abundance awaits you, right? Does that make sense? You have so much more going for you than you realize. It's almost like you're not even allowing yourself to dream as big as you want to dream because it feels too unrealistic. It doesn't seem realistic to you, and therefore you're just kind of like, whatever. Let's just do what makes sense for now, and then I'll deal with the other stuff later. But that time of the later, that time is now. Like, that time is now, right? You have to stop sacrificing your own beliefs, desires, dreams for someone else because you're trying to make things work, give and take, responsibility, trying really hard not to be selfish. But you're starting to feel resentful because these people that you have surrounded with, they have stayed on the same timeline and you have actually ascended. So again, you are ready to be enlightened. And so we're enlightening you to say right now, you need to start going after what it is that you really dreamed of. Now, practical action steps the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Emotions. So you need to really start following your heart and romancing yourself, giving yourself permission to actually do things that genuinely light you up and make you feel in love, whether that's in career or in personal relationships. Again, this new romantic cycle has begun. But here's the thing. You have to feel that in love feeling. And when you're in love with every area of your life, that's 9 times out of 10 whenever this person comes, right? Again, this is only for if you're single. But again, if you are coupled up, this is bringing back the romance is what's actually going to take your relationship to the next level. You know if you need to move on from this person or not. I'm seeing like the people who are coupled, you know what you need to do. You know what you need to do because boom, the freaking Queen of Inspiration comes up. So this is basically the Queen of Wands, and look at her. She is such a baddie. She's basking in her glow. She's owning everything that she is, and she knows exactly what she needs to do and to where she wants to go. And it's graceful, right? There's something really important about the divine feminine sacredness that we don't always tap into. We think divine feminine, that it's just about being flowy and girly and feminine, but that's actually not the case. Being feminine is also really, again, whether you're a man or a woman, this divine sacred energy is really about you owning your magic. It's about you owning existence, your manifestations, your dreams, your wishes, and make them a reality and showing people that it can be done. Whoa. Do you hear what I'm saying? It's about getting back to what made you feel that pure love, that kindred love, that young love, that innocent love of a child. You are missing and longing for that pure, unadulterated joy because you've had to constrain yourself so much, and you really need to take the time to get back to the young play, because 9 of Emotions and wishes are going to be fulfilled right now if you do. This is so, look, you got 3 emotion cards. So for me, this is really indicating to me, look at this, Knight of Emotions, 6 of Emotions, with the Queen at the top. Like, you are ready. You need to have more flow. You need to have more water. You need to be nicer to yourself. That's what I'm getting, a really big thing. Stop beating yourself up so much. You are your own worst critic. And this is telling me that you can get everything that you want. You can create and you can get your wishes fulfilled in the easiest way. But it's so important for you to own the fact that you are the queen, king of your kingdom. The fact that you have everything that it takes. You have your power. You are ready to step out of your comfort zone, step into your calling, which is showing how much you love each and everything that you do in your life. You want to start building a life that you don't have to run away from. Does that make sense? That's what's really important here. You really don't want to run away from what's really meant for you. And there's so much. It's like you're really selling yourself short for some reason. Justice. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's why. Here's why you've been settling for less. There has been someone around you, close to you, that keeps on poo-pooing your dreams, that keeps on saying, oh, that's not realistic. Oh, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Oh, that's not going to make you the money that you want to make. Oh, that's not going to give you the security that you're looking for. You need to go tell these people to F off, because they're basically throwing their insecurities on you, and you don't need that. You are actually very divinely protected, my dear Earth Angels. And so the Justice card coming out, I get this really strong hit that whoever has been trying to throw you shade, whether it's been conscious or unconscious, but their negative shade that they've been throwing on you, they're getting what's coming to them, and it's not going to be pretty, and it's not your problem. Not your circus, not your monkeys. You have kept your nose pretty clean, so you're fine. They have some issues that they need to work through, and it just goes to show you those are the people that didn't need to be in your life. Look at that. The High Priestess came out. So you just need to trust your intuition a little bit more. You need to really embrace the fact that you have that inner knowing. You know how to trust your gut. Even if you're not like, oh my gosh, I'm the super spiritual person, you get it. You understand. You know what you need to do because it's that gut feeling. So own it, follow it, nurture it, because again, if you look at that, that's what the Queen of Wands has. She is tapped into her intuition. She understands what's going on. She sees beyond the illusions. And there's something there that you are sensing. Like you sense that this injustice went sideways. You sense that this injustice was happening. And you just kind of like kept your head down because you're like, I don't want to deal with it. But the justice is going to be served. What's key here is creating stronger boundaries so that you can really get your wishes fulfilled. Yeah? All right, what else do they need to do practically? Because we know our earth angels need a practical plan to gain this enlightenment. Hierophant, what are your morals and values? Align yourself with what you really, really believe in. What is it that lights you up inside? What is it that you will do and what is it that you won't do? What are you willing to tolerate and what are you not willing to tolerate? Right? So these are really important questions to ask yourself because this is what's going to get you to here and to here is by following tradition. You don't need to change everything in order to make it happen, but you do need to level it up. So what do people who are the next level higher from where you're at, what do they do? Step by step. Follow the procedures, but make sure that whichever path you take or whatever procedure that you want to adopt, make sure that it definitely aligns with your purpose and path and your strengths and weaknesses and how you like to work best. That is key. Right? And to see things from a different perspective, you know, you've been seeing it one way for so long, and now it's time for you to see that things can be easier. Things can be more joyful. You can be more in love with your life. You don't have to do things the way that you wanted to before, right? And then that's going to bring in the money. 100% is going to bring in the money. It's going to bring in the money. I know a lot of you are like, oh my God, but the money. Like, oh, does that make sense? Where are you being called to go? Right? So the Four of Voices, what do you need to see? What do you need to do in order to speak your truth more? To settle more into who you really are? To really be able to articulate what it is you desire, who you want to do these things with, and where you want to go. You have everything that it takes, so just start taking that action. Everything that you have within you right now is leading towards the wish fulfillment, right? And this new romantic cycle beginning. You really have so much abundance. Like, even though this is the Ace of Materials, you have so much abundance, but this is really about planting those seeds and those ideas. And it's like, oh, that would be a great fun way to make money. This is the other thing that's really coming through. It's like, if you really 100% are ready to have it all, then all you need to do is like accept the call, follow your intuition. What is this block? I just feel like there's this block here. It's like you're so solid. It's almost like, oh, but even though I pull all the great cards in the world, you're like, no, yeah, but I'm still going to do things my old way. So let me just see what this block is, because I'm very curious right now. What is this block? What is this block that I'm sensing? Okay, so it's your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative, accountability. Have you tried to be creative, to do things maybe off the trodden path or maybe not the right way, and it ended up falling flat? You ended up getting made fun of. You ended up getting laughed at, and it literally like crushed your creativity. You're like, fine, I'll just do things the other way because it'll make me safe. This will keep me safe. And this card is wanting to remind you that it is your life. You get to choose how you want to paint it. And if you don't like a certain area that you've already painted, you can paint over it, right? You can start fresh. This is about really taking the artistic liberty to start creating and weaving your life in the way that feels best for you. Does that make sense? And to also really radically love the F out of yourself. You are at this point right now where that makes more sense. You've just been working so hard. You're just depleted of love. You're depleted of love. You're depleted of that nourishment, and you're tired, and you don't necessarily need anyone else to give it to you. But boy, would you like to be replenished? So why don't you take the time to replenish yourself? See, the Knight of Inspiration came out again. You're ready to do what it takes, 100%. You are so ready, and it's going to happen really flippin' fast. You just have to follow those sparks of inspiration that are coming to you now. Enjoy the Tower moment, because hey, that means that the things that aren't working for you are falling away, which is really good sign because you've been holding on to it for so long. Let it be easier, right? And then you can just get rid of the illusions. You already know what's real and what's not. So just like stop feeding into the delusions of other people and create your own delusions. And that's literally going to be the key to your emotional fulfillment. It's so good. It's so good. So I really hope that helped. Let's get this camera out of the way. I really, really, really hope that helped you. I know that block, it's like scary, and it's hard sometimes when you've got so many, like, I don't know, when you try so hard and it just doesn't amount to as much as it should have, and it's frustrating. But that doesn't mean that you failed. That just means that like you had to learn about perseverance and fortitude and who you should trust and who you should not trust. Again, with that Moon card and the intuition, it's like you need to start trusting your intuition so much more and following where it leads. It will never lead you in the wrong direction. So just own it, just use it, just like hear it out at least, right? That enlightenment that you're looking for so that you can get all the things. If you like this, click the thumbs up button so I know that you enjoyed this video. Click the subscribe button so you can be the first to know when my videos drop. And of course, if you have any questions, comment below, or if you want to book a one-on-one reading, the link is in the description. I love you all so, so much, my beautiful earth angels, and you have got this. You are enlightened. It is getting integrated, and I want you to enjoy this period as much as possible and step out of your comfort zone to do all of the things so you can have all of the good things. And always remember, success always starts by saying yes to you. I will see you all in the next video. Happy full moon!